Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening. I'm the Mysterious JG. It has been weeks and weeks since I played this game and recorded, and weeks and weeks since I played the game for more than a few minutes at a time. Yeah, because I think I had to admit last session, I had actually played through like years and years, because like I was so far ahead and was really into the game and didn't want to get too much farther ahead. And there's an alternate reality of this game where I've already like made vassals out of all these clans, and then the Date eventually had no place to expand to except attacking my vassals without attacking me, and that led to a war between us and the Date, and blah blah blah. All this stuff's happened in an off-screen reality. But now I'm actually like caught up to where you guys are, more or less. As I record this, later today, the most recent videos I recorded are going up. Um, And yeah, why am I telling you that? Just to say, I got to get my head back in the game a little bit, but I have a little bit of foreknowledge about what could happen if we do certain things. The Oda are about to start expanding. As a matter of fact, they are expanding. They are attacking the. They're not waiting for their history and events. They shouldn't be really attacking, excuse me, the Asakura yet. But the AI is they've taken out the Saito, and that means that their next thing to do, because they're allied in plot with the Matsudaira, and they're going to take out the they're going to attack next the Asakura, and yeah, we just took Kanazawa, which I had kind of intended would be our western border for a while, and then I'm talking in circles. Here's the thing that we have to figure out, folks, and you can let me know what you think in the comments. This is I don't know, this series, if it's too slow paced, what? I'm not getting a ton of feedback on this one as I go. I'm enjoying the heck out of this game, but it's been a really weird LP with the starts and stops and trying to get the history events to work. So I had a thought. If I wasn't trying to still get the last few history events to go, my thing I would be doing now would be fortifying up the western border a tiny bit and maintaining peace with the Date. I probably wouldn't be worried about these vassals that I'm collecting as a way to expand influence a bit without actually invading. I would probably be ignoring all vassalage and just concentrating on win a battle with the Takeda, take whatever gains I can, recover, win another battle with the Takeda. I would be concentrating full time on defeating the Takeda, because the Takeda are a big threatening neighbor, and if we had all of their cities, we would just be in a much better shape. Because they're kind of like, the way we're laid out, we're like, have this big long border with each other all over the place. Now, if I took all their territory, I'd have more enemies on my border, because my territory would be bigger. There would just be more enemies on the border. But what I'm getting at is that I would have all these cities that would be in a decent position to reinforce each other, because they're all clumped together in the center. Like, trying to expand and do stuff without dealing with the Takeda has got me expanding in weird directions where I'm not consolidated. Reinforce. I mean, this is a game where if you're marching people all the way from Shibata Castle, you have to fight down here in like Toishi and Fukashi. You have to really plan ahead for that, because it takes them a long time to get there, right? But just if I had the Takeda, we've got these castles that are clustered together. Not a coincidence that the big historical battle took place right here. This is this area where I really do need to, if I just consolidate all this, I'm just in a much better position. So what we could do at this point, we saw the big main historical event that you need to unlock the fantasy. Kenshin defeats, the Kenshin defeats Shingen, or the Shingen defeats Kenshin. I said it right the first time, actually. The Kenshin defeats Shingen, and they join up, ending, like, we did the main thing you need to get that, which is to unlock the battle of, wait, which one is it now? Kawanakajima? Yeah. So we could do that, but there's more historical events I wanted to see. I could just do one more video where I show historical events we're not actually going to see, just for the narrative. And then we could just take over the Takeda now. Or we can keep stalling a bit. But either way, the Oda are about to become a problem for the first time for us in this game. I mean, many videos ago in an alternate reality, where I plowed hard as I could to the west to get the region ending, the Oda and the Takeda and the Takeda, who are not different from the Takeda, it's just what they actually should be called probably, and the Hojo were all attacking us at the very end, and I just declared victory and moved on because I had way overextended to try to get this quick aggressive regional win to see what that was. Otherwise, the Oda, we haven't been fighting the Oda, but the Oda are now at a space where they're going to attack Kanazawa Castle once they've rolled up these other castles up here. So it's kind of my next focus. And at the end of the last video, I just put Baldo in charge. So I think I either... There's a couple of things I could do. I could put, like, really high-end pole officers here, because what we need to do in this place is get the farming built up quickly so that it has a really high troop and food count. That'll make it a very unattractive place for them, the Oda or anyone else, to attack. That's more important. And I could put some like town facilities in there, like arrow towers, because we didn't research guns in this reality, but. And then replace them in the long term. That's fine. The other thing I could do is just throw a bunch of new chiefs who've been promoted up to infantry leaders here and just have generic, not that great officers and put arrow towers so it's not attractive and let them slowly build. Or, I don't have that much money for this. We could try using a land measure. How much would this cost? Can only afford 2. Is that because of how many? Let's see why. That is because of... That's just what we could afford. It'll add 900 troops. Crops plus 600. I don't think we actually have enough labor or cash to make that good right now. Because it was adding, what did it say, 900 troops, 600 crop. Because crops are at 800 now. What is the... Development rate 0. Crops are at 800. We'd be like doubling it. But as you can see, it's way below its max. Like that's not actually the I think the thing to do is get long-term growth. So what I actually want to do here, because of a situation that'll come up later when I've got more money, we put Zerfall in charge. I actually want to switch him with Grimmeth. Because Grimmeth has a special ability, which he's not quite as fast as Anatakatatsu, but he builds facilities that come in at level 2 when they're first built instead of level 3. And only an officer who is just like not assigned, an attendant, like we have Anatakatatsu, can build anywhere. But with Grimmeth at Tsugawa Castle, he can be building facilities that are already at level 2 when they're first built. So I think we want to switch them. Officer relieved by Lord is on a mission or is making a submission. Okay, hold on. Probably that means that Grimmeth is already in the middle of building something, and probably I still want to... yeah, he's in the middle of building a trading town that will take months to complete. He's building it up to level 3, and I may have actually spent money telling him to do that. Alright, but let's not worry about that. We are going to go ahead and cancel that one and have this switch take place.
I'm in your debt.
And we'll go ahead and give Zerf direct control over all the places that are not already his. Or rather, are not already assigned. So let's summon people with really high pull. Who are landowners and not lords. I wish it would just tell me the actual city and not the, like... Oh, okay, domain. Never mind. Maybe, oh, Katajo. Okay, Oshi. Alright, where are Katajo and Oshi? Katajo, I know, just came up a second ago. I forget where Oshi is. Oshi is down there. That's pretty important, but the Hojo... A little less worried about the Hojo. They're building defensive... Yeah, they're going defense-based. They're worried about us attacking them, not the other way around. So, Oshi and Hitajo. Where's Oshi at? Where am I Oshi at? Where it at? Oshi is... Oh, no, sorry. It's Katajo I'm now looking for. Because that was Oshi. Losing my mind. This is taking so much longer than it should. I probably should have tried to figure this out off screen, but... Katajo. Okay. So we're going to summon Kalanawari Sanada.
I'm deeply grateful.
And then we're going to summon Froxus Neelock. She's on Imperial Court duty. Wait, is no one in charge of Oshi Castle? Alright, well, first of all, let's replace... Oh, well, yeah, apparently I got a bunch of folks who need... What did this say? Is much to increase my loyalty? Well, suck it up, buddy.
I'm in your debt. I couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this.
Oh, Froxus Neelock is in charge down there. So I got confused somewhere along the line. I want people who aren't lords. So Toll Panzer, that's right. Toll Panzer is in Katajo. Oh, so Oshi, I still need to find somebody for Oshi. Okay, I got confused.
I'm deeply grateful.
What did he say? Seeing like siege of settlements is poor right now. Yep, get down there and start working on that. You've got decent loyalty, so you'll be good to start to stand the line against the Hojo. Oh, and this place is already fully armed with lasers, so we don't really need anyone here. We should have someone there, but we don't really desperately need someone there. Let's hold that for now. Zafina Baldo, where are you? You are at Kaizu. I think we probably need you there because that's kind of front line-ish, but she's got really high pole though. Shiganaga Hanjo, I mean, is his loyalty super low? He seems really good. His pole is bad. Okay. She gets to show up just after her dad left, I guess.
You've my sincerest thanks.
She will exhaust her meager abilities to bring wealth to this zone. Yeah, why doesn't it show their loyalty on this screen? That's pretty important when I'm moving to the front line. Let's hope that their loyalty is okay. His loyalty was not okay, if I recall. I think he was a guy whose loyalty was pretty Well, maybe they'll start doing plots and I'll come to regret this, but ah, that's right. Omi is under the power of another clan because I'm not good at this game. You're at Kurakawa. Kurakawa. How important is Kurakawa? I mean, please tell me I just have a front line. Yeah, Kurakawa, we are trying to get this place built up for sure, but it's not... That has more to do with the fact that it was a capital for some group and could be really good than... like, it'll be important, I guess, when we're fighting the Date eventually. Because I don't think the Date will... They may not ever agree to be a vassal. This guy is a good overall officer anyway.
I couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this.
So since the Date are friendly with us, hopefully they won't be using lots of sneaky style tactics, and I mean they could. But we can probably put a substitute there whose loyalty is not through the roof and have that work out. I didn't mean to spend a whole video on this, but it is happening. And that brings us to you, and you are at Toyama, which I want to say is a place that we can borrow an officer from.
You have my thanks.
I'm truly grateful.
All right. Now, Kasagayama does not have... oh, yeah, we're being told to do honor thingy majigger. You are a chief, which is why I haven't already taken you out of there. Wish your loyalty was higher, but
You have my thanks.
go ahead. Usually I try to get the loyal people as chiefs promoted first, but I'm just looking for people right now who have good pull. Yeah, Chibiusa here does not want to work for us, really. They were just trying not to get executed because they don't know that I almost never execute officers in these games, but I guess they weren't willing to take the chance, the non-zero chance that I would just be like, Chibiusa, that's funny, die. All right.
I'm deeply
So we have a bunch of shitty new chiefs backing up Lord Territora here, which means probably don't want to be in a huge rush to get into any combat, to be honest. I keep saying the next time we fight the Talk, I'm going to take Fukashi Castle, so they won't have any ability to sabotage Kasugayama. But I think I do need to wait and let us rebuild a bit first, and not just keep always be fighting the Takeda, unless we're going to. And let me know in the comments. So you really want to just be like, JG, I really want to see one more video of historical events, and then not worry if you trigger them naturally in game or not. Just start rolling over the Takeda. Like if people really push for that, I think I'll go with it. Anyway, I have a proposal from Vulture Bean. Thank you for considering my proposal. I would like you to play with my children, your nephews, so that I can breathe. She wants us to attack the Mugabe clan. That would plunge us into war with the Date, which for right now I'm not that interested in. And honor commendation, I guess we need to do. So let's bestow honor. That's just on Tsugutsura Cho. See, the occupation speed up is a bigger increase, but I think they're talking about enemy counties when you're attacking. So I do tend to just default to battle because I never know who's going to end up in a battle, and just having them do 10% damage feels good. But neither of these things are like mind-blowingly good, and honestly, I think we got to spread it around a bit more than I have been. Not like I'm ever going to pay attention to what is that guy's special bonus. It's just that it won't always be a slight uptick on battle damage. Occasionally I'll have people who have a more sizable uptick on seizure speed. Distant employment, employ. Let's do... I don't know who it would be from here that would be a big deal. Let's do...
May I have a moment?
How much distant employment
I'm confident
is...
I can handle it.
90 days. Let's do both. Part of me wants to just immediately get to work on a
Might I make an appeal?
facility, and I will now not have enough pull to do that. But we should shortly, because we're about to finish assimilating a tribe, which will also give us some new officers.
Superb.
The Nokazaru tribe has responded to our request, and Danzo Kato will join our force.
I will enter your service.
Okay. And he comes in as a samurai leader, so that's actually good. What is his loyalty? I probably should have waited. I probably should have let like 1 second tick and had access to him before I did all of that trading around of dudes. Kato. Well, his loyalty is decent. He's not going to be setting the world on fire as a political officer. But he's a ninja. The Flying Kato. Shingen Takeda also agreed to distrust him and had him killed in a privy. Did we end up replacing... Yeah, having him up here in the front lines against Shingen would be fun. Considering Shingen's having him murdered in privies. Yeah, Kataja. Didn't we take somebody out of here that didn't get replaced? You know, well, he won't actually be doing anything while he's here, but... Alright, try to bear in mind that he's hanging out. But this is a city from which he will eventually be marching to fight Shingen, the guy who had him killed in a privy, so that's good. And that also brings us to now we have enough... let's see, 20 days, 28 days. Might as well have her do it, because it'll be important later when I've got more labor at my disposal, that we could have Grimmith and Ana Takatatsu both building facilities at the same time. But for now, we've only got enough labor for one of them to be doing super facilities, so we might as well have Ana start.
I will see it done.
And Grimmith can do regular old pole. We didn't even advance the frickin' time in this video. Oh, boy. I was being very min-maxy with my decisions here, but it feels good to be fairly close to what you guys are seeing and not recording like 10 videos ahead. We need to keep an eye on this situation. Let's let some time advance in this video. Pardon my intrusion. Someone from the Date clan has arrived to see you.
May I?
Wants to agree on reinforcements. I would like to rely on the Uzuki's cooperation supplying reinforcements. You make this promise. Yes. Because I don't want to turn this alliance off yet. And that'll give us a little bit of extra gold. Do not think the Asakura are going to hold the Date. So it's kind of an important thing in the actual history that the Azai aided the Asakura, despite the marriage alliance between the Oda and the Azai. And here, the Azai is not helping the Asakura, and that's making a pretty big difference for the Asakura. Yeah, not in a positive way, as you would imagine. Did I did replace all my substitutes, didn't I? Substitute, yes, of course. All right. Alright, I need to hold one labor in reserve for surprises. This would be terrific for trade, but the port is too cramped. Like this one. This is exactly why. Kanazawa Temple is complete. Let's add this port. This sounds like a job for Masazane Kunohe. Can take him 54 days. Wait, who's my other options there? Gito. It would take you 90 days. Huh, that's interesting. I wonder what his special power is that, Is it just because of where he's located? Why is he faster than she is? That's unusual. I'll go with it.
I understand.
I am lacking gold. Well, in that case... You're working on depot, that's good. You're working on commons. I don't... Oh, no, I do like commons. You're working on a farm. You bucket old 6 farm. That in the long term is not what I actually want there. Definitely don't want a fortress, but I can replace that later. Yeah, I've got 2 people working on markets. You know what, I'll leave them to it. I'll wait until the month clicks over and we'll have 3 labor for Kanazawa to keep building. Town law policy has been issued. This will further improve the condition of our clan. The value of a country lies in its people. It is they who bring the country's prosperity. That's what Bobo talks like. If you've never listened, like, you know, to Bobo the Vulture and my, like, Let's Play Together stuff that we've done over the years, you should. It's some of my favorite content, and that's what Bobo sounds like. He basically, I wouldn't blame you if you thought he just walked into the room and picked up a microphone, delivered that line, and left. So, retainer's able to suggest farm seizure. Yep. Didn't want that one. That was not a mistake that I accidentally selected.
Have you a moment to spare?
Our alliance with the Satake clan has reached its deadline. A 3-month truce has begun. We must be careful moving forward. That seems like a good time to call it a video because I'm at about 30 minutes anyway, and I think we're about to get a series of messages because we just clicked into a new month. So let's get them all together next time, where I hopefully will not spend as much time min-maxing any one given town. Thanks for watching.